Henry Louis Hubert de Rean, you take Miss Fedora Fichini for your lawful wedded wife?
I do.
But I've never seen that little girl before.
You mean you don't know?
Fedora Marie Alexandrine Fichini,
Well, she's the Frenchman's only child. He's a widower.
do you take Henry de Rean for your lawfully wedded husband?
Speak up, I can't hear too well.
She's his daughter. Miss Fedora has kindly agreed to look after her education.
I do.
By the power vested in me, I now pronounce you man and wife.
What a magnificent cake.
Congratulations.
Best wishes to you both.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
I'm
Thank
so
you
happy
so
for
much.
you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Oh, Waltz. We should be the first couple to dance.
I don't know, my dear.
But I insist. Not another word, my dear. You wouldn't refuse your new bride, would you? It was such a touching ceremony at the church. I'm still crying, and I love the reception.
Yes, I think everyone who's anyone in Louisiana must have been invited here today.
I imagine the poor little girl must be happy to have a mother once again. Oh. Ooh.
Miss Sophie, look how dirty you are. And today of all days, too. If Madame saw you now, you wouldn't hear the end of it. And a brand new dress.
Yvonne, can you hear that music? Isn't it nice?
That's the little band at the plantation. We, too, like to celebrate with music. There, you're as good as new. You can go and dance now.
No, Yvonne, I don't want to go back to all those people. I would rather play.
Miss Sophie, Madame won't like it if you go there. Miss Sophie!
Yes, I know,
What a
Yvonne.
little devil.
Jim! Jim! Oh, I don't like America. I don't like Louisiana either. There's nobody here for me to have any fun with. Why, Jim? What? Come on! What do you think? Isn't it great? My secret cabin. What about the house? Can you see it from this far away? Why, sure. It's over there. You see it? Past the woods. Here on the plantation, we've got lots of baby wawas. What? Baby wawas? Wawa, wawa. All over the swamps, there are baby wawas. Oh, I know what you mean. Tadpoles. Tadpoles? Ha! Tadpoles!
Miss Sophie! Miss Sophie!
This is for you. A present, really, Jim? Oh, that's so sweet.
Sophie! Sophie! Where in the world is that child gone?
Here I am, Yvonne.
Just look at you. Now your face is all dirty. Your father's looking for you. What would your daddy say if he knew you were in the bayou with Jim? Even worse, what would Madame say?
How could she ever find out I was there? I know you won't tell her, Yvonne. Oh.
What are you doing in here? Oh, you filthy ragamuffin! This will teach you to take care of your hands!
But
Having to put up with you at the wedding is bad enough, but I won't have you embarrassing me, you hear? I forbid you to come down until you're presentable again.
My dear Fedora, would you honor me with this dance?
Sophie, my dear, why do you look so unhappy? Please, darling, cheer up. Why don't you try this? A delicious piece of our wedding cake. We are a family once again, Sophie. A real family. You're glad, aren't you? Of course you are.
yes, Papa.
Yes, sì. Be charming, signora. Charming and graceful. Ancora. You are light as a feather waving in the wind. Una feather.
It's not
ever
that
so.
hard at all.
Una piccola reverence por finire. Bravissima, perfetto. Signorina Sofia, prego. Let's try again. La la la. La 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 la. Meglio? Ah, sì, much better. But not really enough. Take example from la vostra mamma. She is so così graziosa.
She's not my mama.
Little
Come?
idiot!
Oh.
You will hold your tongue. I think you enjoy it when you see me angry.
No, I don't. You are not my mom.
Sorry, my dear, but I would like to have a few words with you.
Why, yes, of course. Go on, continue.
Buongiorno, signor de Rean.
Good day, sir. How was the lesson going?
Bene, bene, signor. È talentuoso la signorina Sophie. Fa molto progressi. Moltissimo.
How wonderful it is of you to take such good care of my Sophie.
Why, it's only natural, dear. Oh, dear, if only she weren't such a difficult child.
Oh, my dear Fedora, how fortunate we both are to have you.
Tadpoles, my treasure, you didn't think I'd forgotten you.
Allora, ancora una volta. One more time, per favore. Signorina Sophie? Signorina?
È una persona così graziosa, la vostra mamma.
Will you hurry? Don't make me sorry to have burdened myself with you.
Why, it's Fedora. What a lovely surprise.
It's so nice to see you.
You look perfectly splendid in that dress.
But I am not in the splendid mood. Dance, dear. Behave. Would you believe I ordered some organdy directly from Paris and they have the nerve to to tell me that the boat carrying the merchandise hasn't arrived yet, and I have to wait.
Paul! 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 Ah! Paul! Don't go, Paul!
Please calm down. What kind of way is that to behave in the middle of the road?
Paul! Put me down! Let me go! Paul, wait!
Poor thing, why is she shouting so?
Paul! Paul, I want Paul! Paul!
Wake up, Fedora. Fedora, the child isn't hurt. We'll take her home.
Here she is. Safe and sound.
Naughty child, you frightened me out of my wits.
I'm so sorry, but there was a boy over there who...
Will you hush up this instant? Look at the state you've put your stepmother in, for shame.
We shall take you home, dear Fedora. Such strange behavior. I can't understand it.
She's capricious, that's all. And far too spoiled. It's as Fedora says, the little monster is constantly up to no good.
I want an explanation, young lady. You humiliated me in front of my friends.
It was Paul. I thought I'd seen him, but it was just a boy who resembled Paul, and so I was so sure it was...
I will not stand here and listen to your lies any longer. Your cousin is dead, young lady. He died in a shipwreck, and I will not tolerate another word about the Dorbears or the Durians.
My mama!
You never learn. I said I forbid you. You hear? I am your mother. Is that clear? And this will help you to remember that in the future.
Thank you, Yvonne. But you don't think I'm afraid of a little rain, do you? There's time before the storm.
The weather changes fast here. Sir, Miss Sophie's not well at all. Madame lost her temper, and...
I wonder what mischief she's been up to this time.
She didn't do anything mischievous, sir, and she's hurting very badly because Madame whipped her.
What did you say? Sophie whipped?
Go see for yourself, sir. Sometimes I think he's really blind.
Sophie? Sophie? You aren't afraid of me, are you? Sophie, my poor child. Oh! Who did this to you? Sophie, you must tell me who did this.
It was Madame Fichini.
Wait here, darling. I'll be right back. Yvonne, have you seen Madame?
Here I am, my dear.
I want to talk to you now.
Of course, but why are you in such a state? What did the doctor say?
Leave Dr. Elliot out of this for the time being. This matter concerns you alone.
All right, I'm listening. Is it the storm that's made you so upset? So the fool's gone and complained to you, eh? You made me responsible for your daughter's education, and I shall do as I see fit.
You'll do nothing of the sort.
I certainly will. That horrible child you so spoiled will get exactly what she deserves from me. Henry, I can assure you that your child is going to pay for what you've done.
If you ever dare to lay a hand on her, madam, you too will get exactly what you deserve.
Pa!
Please forgive me, my poor Sophie, for having chosen such a mother. How could I have done it? I thought she was kind and gentle, somebody who would make you happy and love you as your poor mother did. That's what she promised me. Why did I believe her? I felt as if I were going to die, and I didn't want you to be all alone in the world.
Papa, please don't talk about dying ever again.
Please don't worry. I promise to keep that woman far away from you. What have I done? My God, what have I done?
argument last night, Jim. Ever since, she ignores me, and my father hasn't left his room. He stays in bed all the time. He doesn't even speak.
He's pretty sick, isn't he?
Yes. He's got worse and worse.
You look so sad. I want to cheer you up. I'll play something for you.
Whose carriage is that outside?
It's Dr. Elliot, Sophie, darling. He's with your father. Poor baby.
There isn't any hope. You must be brave about this, madam. Very brave.
Ad Patres et Filii et Spiritus Sanctum, saecula saeculorum. Amen.
You've got to go back to the house now, Sophie. Come along now. Come on. What in the world are you doing? Stop that right now.
But Madame ordered me.
What is going on in here? What is this shouting about?
Madame, he was going to cut Miss Sophie's hair off.
That's right. She's always complaining that she's too hot. Now she'll be cooler.
Oh, Madame Fedora. But how can you do such a terrible thing, Madame?
I did not ask for your opinion. Now get back in the kitchen and stay there. You may continue now. As for you, my young lady, I shall see you later in the living room. There's something I want to tell you.
We're going to France?
Yes, you heard me. I would gladly avoid it if I only could, but I must deal with the de Rean estate. I have no choice, unfortunately. Daphne's my treasure. Here, this is for you. That's all I have to say. Go away now.
I was wondering, will Yvonne come with us?
You'll know in due time. Go now and leave me alone.
I'll take you around the chateau, Yvonne. You'll have a big room all to yourself, right next to mine.
Why, sure, Miss Sophie.
But if you don't like it, you can choose another. And after breakfast, we'll go for a walk together to the woods and to town. And I'll show you the river and the garden. If you like, we can even go to Paris.
Paris, eh?
What's that?
It shines so brightly.
It's a firefly. We have them at home. Only they're much, much smaller. Not only the fireflies, but the mosquitoes and ants as well.
How small?
About this small.
You must be joking. No insect is that small.
But they are, Yvonne. I assure you. You don't believe me?
Go to sleep, darling. And sweet dreams.
Good night, Yvonne. You'll see. We'll be so happy there.
What is this, Yvonne? Didn't I forbid you to be familiar with Sophie? Go now. Into the kitchen where you belong.
It's my fault. I was telling Yvonne what we were going to do in France.
Stupid infant. You must be dreaming. Did you really think for a moment that I would burden myself with that cow?
But, Madame, I thought...
You just will not learn. I told you not to call me that again.
Mama, I'll do anything. But please let Yvonne come. I'll be so alone without her.
Stop your whining, young lady, if you know what's good for you.
Why is she so mean? I don't want you to stay behind, and I don't want to go without you, Yvonne.
You mustn't cry, Miss Sophie. It hurts so much already, but seeing you cry, it's so much harder.
Sophie! Sophie!
Go on, darling. It's time to leave, child.
Will you hurry? We're waiting for you.
Goodbye, Sophie. Goodbye. It's Jim. He came to say goodbye. Goodbye, Jim. Jim.
still. Give me that. That's better. Look at how upset you've made my Daphne.
Oh.
What is wrong with you? Can't you move any faster?
I'm afraid, Madame. I'm afraid to go on another big boat.
Must you always fuss over everything? I'll put a stop to your capriciousness, young lady.
Madam?
Would you please take the baggage to our cabin as soon as possible?
Oh, Daphnis, come back!
Daphnis!
Goodbye!
Oh, Daphnis, my treasure! You did this on purpose! And you're going to pay for it!
Do you mind?
Oh, I'm so sorry, sir. I'll give you the whipping of your life! Just wait till I get you alone. You'll learn to obey me! My poor little treasure!
I'm glad you're there.